Hey, what's up? JJ here. Today we're going to be looking at the Triwizard Tournament, the Arrival set, specifically focused on the Beauxbaton's Carriage, as well as the Durmstrang Ship, which is just an amazing set that I'm so happy to have in my collection. In the video, we will compare the Beauxbaton's Carriage to the earlier 2019 version. Unfortunately, this is my first time having a Durmstrang Ship in my collection, so I'm really happy for. But we will take a look at each of these sets. Here we have set 76440 from 2024, the Triwizard Tournament, the Arrival. We'll first look at the Beauxbaton's Carriage and the minifigures, and then my favorite part of the set, the Durmstrang Ship. I think the re-release of these sets was long overdue for LEGO Harry Potter. We have not seen the Beauxbaton's Carriage since 2019, and we haven't seen the Durmstrang Ship since 2005. Both of these are really great builds, and so we are going to look at each one individually, starting with the Beauxbaton's Carriage. When this set was first revealed to include both the carriage and the ship, I was a little uncertain how it was going to turn out because I was really anticipating a nice ship build, and I was worried that the carriage would take away from the piece count. But both sets turned out really nice, and I'm actually happy with the way they did it. So this, of course, has two minifigures, Floor and Madame Maxim, and then the carriage. The carriage itself is a nice build. It is simple, but they do a great job capturing some of the angles with the carriage. You are able to take the roof off and place minifigures inside, and then the doors also do open up on both sides, which is a nice feature and good for playability. Looking at these minifigures, I'm really happy they gave Madame Maxime the long legs because usually she has a skirt piece, and so it's a nice change for this minifigure. I did want to bring out set 75958 from 2019, the Beauxbaton's Carriage, just so that you could see the size comparison of the carriage. Of course, the one from 2019 is a lot larger, but I really think they did a good job capturing the major components of the details that made the first one so great. Of course, less bricks are used, but they really do a good job capturing the angles and the shapes and the feel of what that set represents. Looking at the minifigures, they kept the same outfit, but as you can see, they changed from the skirt piece from the 2019 set to the long, tall legs from the 2024 set. They have also lightened her hair. If you see, the original minifigure had a dark black hairpiece, while this one has a dark brown hairpiece. Here are the alternate face prints. It does look to me that they've updated both face prints on this figure, although they're both very, very similar. There are slight changes and variations. Looking at the Fleur minifigure, as you can see, they have updated her torso print. It has quite a bit more detail, which I think is a good change. And they've updated her face printing a bit too. It's a bit more of a smirk and less of a smile. The alternate face print is quite different, although it's a similar idea, the shocked or scared face. On the left, we can see the newer 2024, and on the right is the 2019. This set does not include a Gabrielle minifigure, which is unfortunate because I was hoping it would and would have that sleeping face so we could add it to the Black Lake set that goes with the Goblet of Fire. Nonetheless, I'll have to just buy another one on Bricklink or something to add it to that set. Now, I don't have set 4768, the Durmstrang Ship from 2005, but luckily I have a lot to say about this set. First, looking at the minifigures, the Victor Crumb figure is awesome. I love the leg printing as well as the scarf piece that's used. Igor Kharkov, again, really good update to this figure. They did a good job with the face printing as well as the hairpiece. Barty Crouch Sr., of course, which we won't talk too much about, but he is a good figure, and I'm actually happy they included him. I probably wish it would have been Flora instead, but Gabrielle instead, but it makes sense why he's included in this set, especially with some of these side builds. Okay, this set is pretty much amazing. I love the use of the fabric pieces for the various flags that you see throughout the set. Do a great job. I even like some of the printed for some of the different shields that are on the side of the boat. If you look at the sticker pieces, they do a really nice job, attention to detail. You can see this one here is actually kind of angled, and so it matches to follow along the whole entire way. So here we are looking at the ship, even just the way they have the front here, a great little detail. Now, this was one of the most fun sets to build I've done in a while. I usually tend to build buildings and not vehicles, boats, cars, that kind of thing. And so I wasn't sure what to expect, but I was really impressed with the build mechanism used to create some of these angles. Multiple times during the build, I wasn't exactly sure which part of the ship I was building, but once you kind of put it all together, I started to kind of have that aha moment where you started to see exactly what you were doing. Really cool features, lots of detail throughout the entire build. Did want to show you're able to remove this piece, and it has, I guess would be the captain's quarters down there on the bottom, a little bed, a nightstand, and a glass. So a lot of cool small hidden features. Here we see the rudder moves back and forth too, which adds some playability to the set. But man, it is just a beautiful piece of art. Oh, they did such a nice job with this. I was worried it was going to look a little odd with how high the mast is there in the middle, but it really fits because the length of the ship seems shorter than I would have imagined. But even using the extra pieces on the carriage, I think this is a 10 out of 10 set, even if it was just the ship. So the fact that the carriage comes with the set as well, I think just kind of puts it over the top for sure. Awesome, awesome set. I like that they called it The Arrival. I love, The Goblet of Fire is probably my favorite movie. Not my favorite book, but definitely my favorite movie. And so the more they focus on some of the tasks and various components, I think just the more fleshed out the Lego Harry Potter storyline will be for this film. Thanks for stopping by. Go ahead and leave a comment if there's other Lego Harry Potter sets you want me to review next.